Megyn Kelly is accusing the paparazzi of invasive behavior. On Wednesday, Kelly, 47, condemned photographers for taking pictures of her children amid a blackface scandal. The embattled NBC anchor said she politely asked the paparazzi not to take photos of her children, even offering them breakfast. For a week, paparazzi has been lurking outside my home day and night. Finally today I took my kids to school, she tweeted. I went out alone first, offered them donuts and begged them to just take their pic of me and to leave my kids alone when they emerged. In a second tweet, she said one photographer followed her as she drove her children to school and continued filming after she dropped them off. "This is not right," she wrote. Earlier Wednesday, Kelly's attorney released a statement blasting NBC News as both parties continue to negotiate her exit from the network following her offensive comments about wearing blackface for Halloween. Despite my efforts to handle this process confidentially, NBC News is allowing the media to run with completely false and irresponsible reports that disparage Megyn by erroneously claiming she has ever asked for more money than her contract requires, lawyer Brian Friedman told People in a statement. If NBC News is not the source, then they have a responsibility as a news division to correct these false claims. Or are they somehow attempting to use these fabrications for some fictitious advantage in the discussions we are having? If Andy Lack has lost control, my hope would be that Steve Burke can step in and not permit blatant lies about our discussions to remain uncorrected. In response, an NBC spokesperson told People, unlike Mr. Friedman, who has repeatedly commented to the media throughout the negotiations, we respect the confidentiality of the process and will have no comment until it reaches its conclusion. The ousted talk show host has not appeared live on the air since NBC confirmed last week that her 9 a.m. hour had been axed, and her Today co-workers celebrated Halloween without her Wednesday. While Megyn Kelly Today is officially done, her future at the network remains unclear. Multiple sources have told People that the network and Kelly are hammering out the terms of her exit from NBC News, which is complicated by her $23 million a year contract. She has 2 years left. They don't want her there, and she doesn't want to be there, one source said. During her show last week, Kelly discussed attempts at universities to discourage inappropriate and offensive costumes. The former Fox News host asked, "But what is racist? Because truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface at Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween." Back when I was a kid, that was okay, as long as you were dressing up as like a character. Kelly has since apologized for her comments twice, first in an internal email to colleagues and then on air as she held back tears. Her NBC colleagues condemned her harshly on Today. Craig Melvin called her remarks indefensible as well as ignorant and racist, and Al Roker insisted she owes a bigger apology to folks of color around the country.